I just want to first off by saying I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. No idea. I never know what I'm doing, actually. I'm kind of just faking it till I make it. And unfortunately for me, I crave validation and attention from people so much because of a lack of attention that I got growing up, that I made it my job at like 4 years old that I was going to be perfect and I was going to fix everything. I guess if I could somehow do the right thing, I could avoid the wrong thing happening to me, because I feel like when so many wrong things happen to you, and you experience so much inconsistency and instability, your natural, like as a human, we're wired to look for patterns and things. So your natural conclusion is like, you are the pattern, so you are the problem. So I think when I had that realization, like, well, if I could just be perfect and do everything right and people give me admiration or praise for it, then like it equates, like it'll fix everything. Every life will be good. So I put this rigid expectation on myself of perfection, or to be better or to be the best. Where I think it did a detrimental harm to me is I feel like I spent so much of my life molding to what other people wanted me to be and conforming, that I hit pretty much a psychosis. Like I had a mental breakdown. And when I think about that mental breakdown and I think about the ego death that I had and my identity crisis that I went through and how much I was trying to keep it together, like I remember that was the time where I tried the hardest to keep the mask on. Like it was slipping, it was clear to everyone around me I was not okay. I was unwell. But my refusal to be less than perfect kept me in that space. Flash forward to today, I now realize, like, wow, I also didn't have any genuine friendships. None. No sisterhood, no womanhood, no true girlhood that everyone talks about. I think growing up as a young girl, you see women and you just think like, wow, I want to be like that when I grow up. Like, I want to go to coffee shop dates and I want to be on a cheerleading squad and I want to be on a dance team and I want to just be that. I want to exist in that level of normalcy. And I think once you get to adulthood, you chase that so hard, whether it be like romantically or platonically, you just chase closeness so bad. And in my case, like I needed it so bad that I was willing to give up my identity to get it. But the problem is actors forget their lines, and I wasn't being someone who was true to myself. I'll rank my timeline of ego death like this: 2021, worst year of my life. 2022, no idea what I was doing. 2023, ego death, hard ego death. And I mean hard one, like fall from grace. I felt like a fucking failure. Literally every single day I was getting up feeling like a failure. I felt like a loser. I felt so embarrassed. Like I hated, not my life, but I really was, I had to grieve the life that I thought I was going to have, if that makes sense. Like I had so many visions for my life. Like I was like, at this age, I'm going to be in college and I'm going to be doing this and I'm going to be a part of this organization and I'm going to look this way and people are going to feel this way about me. And I had craved this. I had pictured my life going a certain way. And I pictured it hard. I get all of it taken away from me. Like God, that was God's way of showing me that I can give you the world, but before I give you the world, let me take it off from you so you can understand, like, there is no running from yourself. So 2023, the year. But 2024 is when it all started to really click for me. I remember that year literally telling myself, like, I'm going to romanticize my life by any means necessary. I am going to get up every single day and treat myself like how I would treat the little girl version of me standing in front of me today. Okay, I have an analogy for it. If somebody took the little girl version of me at 6 and said, hey, this little girl is going to die in 7 years, the death being you're going to have to grow up and face the adult world. You're going to have to go through hardships. You're going to have to live in reality, and you're going to not have this juvenile innocence anymore. Like that being the death, I would try to make those 7 years the best years of her life. So when I look inward and I look at myself, I'm like, that little girl is me. Like, who I was, who I am, and who I'm becoming, they're all the same person. There is no future me that is isolated from the me I am right now. I am future me, and she is future Santana, and I am also past Santana, and all the Santanas that came before me. Like, there it's always been me, but I just been punching down on myself for so long. I forgot that at the end of the day, like, it's still a kid in there. So then the 2024 shift, I'll say, happened, and I had this realization where I was like, I want to live my life like a kid again. I want to date myself. I want to be kind to myself. I don't want to feel negativity in my life anymore. Like, I can't do it. It's not who I am. And it was a very slow progression. Like, it's not like I woke up every one day, like how people, like, that's why the internet is so tricky, because people will wake up one day and just make it seem like, oh, I was fixed. But no, it wasn't like that at all. It started with the music I was listening to, the people I was talking to, the relationship that I was in that I really didn't want to be in. I was just in because I craved closeness. It started with me ending that. It was like I had to find little wins in everything, and so many things. But those little wins started to go into my bucket, and they started to feel like mini wins, and those mini wins started to feel like small wins, and those small wins started to feel like medium wins, and medium wins big win. And it's like the more grace I was given, the more grace I would start to give to myself and love I would show myself, the more strength and resilience and courage I would have to do other things. So walking away from that relationship gave me the power to walk away from the job that I hated. Walking away from the job that I hated gave me the power to leave my home. Walking away from my home gave me the power to set boundaries in my family relationships. All of these little wins became very big. It's like jet fuel. All of these little increments of gas were filling up my tank, and in 2025, I'm going to cry if I talk too much about it. 2025 has been the most beautiful year of my life. I didn't get rich. Maybe I acquired a few material things, but that's not why this year was the best year of my life. This year, I felt something that I think it takes people generations to find. I found myself. Like, I don't know if y'all understand what that means to me, but I found myself. And when you go from being a kid with a very strong passion and purpose and identity to someone you don't even recognize, and you get back to that, it's a game changer. Most importantly, what I found is I also found God. I found God in a way that I've never experienced in my life. And I found God in my own relationship. Like, religion was one of those things that was pushed on to me as a kid, and I rejected it so bad because it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, but I'm gonna just be real. Like, I had no idea what the hell everybody was talking about. Especially when people would be like, I hear voices and God is talking to me and God is with, like, I did not experience any of that, okay? I didn't feel any presence. I didn't feel any voices. I didn't feel compelled to just be a better person because the Lord, I just was like, I don't know what y'all are talking about, but I'm going to just do what I think feels right to me, and I'm going to just try to be a good person, quote unquote. But then 2025 came along, and I started to feel this sense of calmness in me. This sense of worry it's like things just started falling off of me, like slowly. Like, my anxieties kind of went down. Yes, I would get sad, but it wouldn't feel so heavy. It's just like things started to genuinely become lighter. And then one day I think it all clicks for me. Like, I think this is God, the universe, the spirit. This is something bigger than myself. But then this understanding of who I am, what I was put on earth to do, and where it's going to take me, it was like I got a clarity that I've never felt in my life. So flash forward to today with you guys. I remember growing up and I very much wanted an older sister. Like, I have a sister, but she's gay. And I love my sister. I wouldn't change a thing about her. But I just remember finding, like, YouTube and digital spaces and just seeing, like, wow, like, RCL Beauty and Nikki and Gabby and Tila Dunn. Like, I remember just being like, this is what I want. This is who I wish I had in my corner. And I think with today's social media, today's world, and today's landscape, people make the standard of admiration so unrealistic. Like, I don't think there's anybody I follow that I can relate to. That, at least when it comes to influencers, I don't have a single influencer who feels like a hometown big sister. I don't have a single social media person or viewer or something like that where I look at them and I'm like, yeah, this feels like a girl I know, or like this feels like that cool older cousin, like this feels like a family member. Everybody feels so disconnected from the world. Everybody is the director of their own life, and they pick the best parts of their movies and put them out there. And as fun as that can be, as much as you like to idealize things, I don't want that for my kids or my sister. If I had a little sister, I don't want that for her. I just want to be the person for young women, for young girls that I wish I would have had. I don't want to be perfect. I'm not trying to be your role model. I don't want to be a role model. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Okay? I don't even know if this makes any sense half the time. I just know that I've been given a gift and I have a purpose. And my purpose is to connect with other people. My purpose is to share and to talk. And that is my light. That is what God gave me. That is why God allowed me to be so expressive. That's why I don't have anxiety when it comes to socially speaking. That's why I don't care. That's why I am Santana. That's why my name is SantanaRDawson. That's why he picked it. That's why he gave it to my mom. That's why she gave it to me. Everything about me was very carefully crafted to walk in something much bigger than myself. I don't really get into legacies and death all that often. But if I'm being honest, I know that I'm just passing through. And most importantly, I know that when it's all said and done, you don't get to come back and come back as you. And the universe doesn't know sarcasm. Anything that's you come off the tongue, you roll it off, it becomes real. Okay? And if you say enough of it, it'll become reality. So with that being said, that leads me to legacies. And what do I want to be remembered for? And I don't want to just be another influencer in the drop bucket. I don't want to just be another person that you liked. I don't want to just be one of those passive trends. I want my words to connect with someone, somewhere, somebody, someday. I don't know when, I don't know where, and I don't know how. But what I do know is it will happen. And when it happens, I want to always remember this moment and this version of myself in this space that I'm in, because I don't know what the future is going to look like. I pray that I stay this way, but I also know life can change you, or life can try to change you, or you can conform to life. You're bendable, okay? But you're not breakable. And with that being said, that is how I started Girlhood Journals. And I don't know, guys. Hopefully you guys resonated with some of the things I said. Like I said, talk content is content I really want to film. And it's kind of new to me, but I really enjoy this. Whatever this is, I love it. I like it. I don't know. With that being said, I'm at the park right now. So I'm going to do some yoga. I have my journal, my actual journal. I have girlhood journals and I have journals. Then I'm going to journal. And I'm probably going to listen to Stand By Me. So, yeah, love you. Subscribe, comment, I don't know, do the stuff. Bye.
So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by